and a warm welcome back to everybody at Just About Watches. Before we start today's review, we're going to give a huge shout out to the founder and owner of the brand, Peter Corsair, who has worked with me and Just About Watches to create and provide a fantastic free giveaway of a Corsair model from Biatec watches. That is a fantastic gesture, having in mind that these pieces retail at around $1,700+. It is a fantastic gift to win. Well done to Peter, and good luck to all who've entered. We will be doing the draw in the next couple of days. You all have a chance to enter until, let's give it 24 hours from the review, and then we will be putting the names into software and drawing it out. So good luck to you all. Only one of you is going to win, but I'm sure that the winner will be delighted. There are lots more that we will be giving away in the future. We just need your support to give us the reasoning behind our giveaways. So, to the brand in hand, and that is the Biatec. Now, it's a Slovakian micro brand that goes back on the history of King Biatec, the 1st century BC, whose head was on the coinage of that era in the Bratislavic regions of Slovakia. Now, no review would be correct without me having to look at the presentation, because I'm all about the entire experience. Now, when you look at this, it is luxury personified. It's marble-esque and very, very well presented. The gold embossed shield, very reminiscent of heraldry, and the simplistic naming of Biatec, unassuming yet luxurious. It is fantastically well made. You only have to open it up to experience this, because it carries on. You have absolutely divine coloration of the background. It is incredibly well made, with gold embossed lettering in the tagline, inspired by the past, driven by the future. Now, the past we've looked at with King Biatec. The future is the future of horology, and the fact that this pilot style watch, the model in hand is the Corsair CS-01, is a pilot style with an automatic movement, the Swiss Eterna 3901A, with a rotor inspired by the Vought F4U Corsair aircraft. And if you look at that, it is divine. The propellers shout at you. I love it. So much attention to detail. Now, you can drink that in at a later stage, but let's have a look at the watch and the dial itself. It's a simplistic, in many ways, method that Peter has incorporated here. He's used black and white, matter of fact, but you look at it in more detail and you'll see that the indices are not modern. They have that historical flavour. The hands slightly enlarged but tapering to a finite point, along with a second hand only shown in reality by the sweeping of the Super LumiNova tip. Again, an absolutely divine feature. You look at the crown. Now, unlike a lot of other pilot style watches, this doesn't have an onion crown per se. It's actually diamond cut. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is so well made. It beggars belief as to how they've managed to make it so affordable. You have details such as the serial number under the strap. I love that. It speaks of quality. You have my little nuance of the engraved buckle. That tells you about attention to detail, as we've spoken so many times before. They even do that on the strap, where they give you the branding, the type of leather, and even the size, 20mm tapering down to 18mm. Very, very well thought out. Now, as you can see from this, it has two types of finish. It has the brushed and polished finish of the 316L stainless steel case. The black lacquered dial speaks of luxury. The 3D silver numbers that are printed with Super LumiNova. T3 grade A, believe it or not, one of the highest qualities you can get. As with the silver hands filled with the same, they all go to attention to detail. They all fit in the luxurious luxury brand market. It has the screw down crown and the screw down back. We've looked at the movement. The movement itself is absolutely of the highest caliber, certainly for the price point that this is in. The Eterna 3901A, as we've seen with the rotor, self-winding, vibrations of 28.8, frequency of 4 Hz, 29 joules with 1 ball bearing and a shock absorber for those who like attention to detail. It has around about 65 hours of reserve and has a treatment of rhodium plating with shot blasting that will give it its matte finish, which is a bit of a favourite for mine. It's been customised, as you know, with regards to the movement. It has the propeller with black and yellow colours, and also it has the Corsair logo on the oscillating weight. Luxury personified. I often wonder how micro brands can do this. When you look at other pieces that come from, let's say, Switzerland, because that's where it's synonymous with luxury, they would charge $5,000 to $10,000, if not more, for a watch of this level. I know that because I've done my homework and I own quite a lot of watches. So how do they do it? Well, it's simply because it can be done. With the right sourcing of materials, with the right manufacturing processes, and without overinflating the prices unnecessarily, you can do it. The Swiss companies could do it, but they don't. The markup on these are often far higher than they really need to be. So micro brands like Biatec need to be applauded in more ways than one, because they are now bringing luxury at an affordability, and it is rattling the cages of the better known brands. I often get to read the literature by the so-called haute horology, I can't even say the word, to the snobs. That's the easiest way to term it, and I could be one, but I won't be. You hear about, oh, it has to be Swiss to be quality. Well, I think that Biatec has proven the point. No, you don't. So the lesson here with the Biatec Corsair CS-01 is that people should do shopping. They should look around for these brands, and Just About Watches has stuck to its principles that we will be showing you these luxurious watches, these different watches, these unknown brands, and we'll be bringing them to you. We'll be letting you know that there aren't just the Rolex of this world, the Pateks. They're simply not true that they are the only ones you have to have. Luxury is now becoming affordability because of the micro brands who aren't being overly greedy. They aren't keeping themselves away from the mass market. They're actually going to the mass market at an affordable price. And I think I'll end on that with regards to applauding Biatec and applauding Peter Corsair for succeeding. I really cannot wait for a few things coming in the pipeline with Biatec. There is a watch that I'm absolutely chomping at the bit to review, and that's the Majestic or Majesty collection, whichever way you wish to term it. I call it Majestic because that's what it is, but it is pure majesty by looking at it. That will be on its way. There are other surprises coming along as well, but I won't be discussing them just yet. Let me say, watch this space. Now, it wouldn't be a review by me without making my usual caveat and comment on cancer and brain tumours, just about watches and the legacy, and all that we provide within it are for raising an awareness that cancer touches 1 in 2 people physically, more inadvertently, whether it be a family member or a friend. So help us, don't hinder, join hands, let us raise awareness in numbers. I in return will fulfill my legacy in giving away what I have, and with companies joining in, giving away what they can to encourage you in numbers to support, to let our voice be that little louder. Remember, not one of us is immune, regardless of what race, colour or creed we are. So on that note, I would encourage you to share and subscribe and thumbs up for the video. And I will bid you a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. The important thing I will do is ask you all to be well.